There is a verse in the beginning of the movie Bible which says, "My children, my people, listen to me. I will teach you not to be afraid of God." Now the scene changes to a girl's story. She says that her mother was very religious. And when she was young, she used to say, "Worship God." That little girl used to say this. But one day there was a problem and her parents left her. She was left alone and started to be very sad. She said, "I used to worship God so much. Then why did God do this to me?" And since then she stopped worshiping God and did not trust Him at all. When God felt that those people who used to worship me, now they don't understand me. So God got very angry. And God said that I will bring such a time on them when the whole world will end and there will be darkness everywhere. Now the present time is shown. There is an angel named Michael. He comes from the sky and falls on the ground. He looked very sad. He cuts his wings with a knife, so that he can look like other people. Then he goes to a shop where he cures his wound. And then he takes a lot of guns from there. And he also takes more weapons, so that he can compete with people. As soon as he goes out, two people are talking to each other. What is the job of poor people in the world? They are spoiling the standards and lifestyle of rich people. God should call them back. Then Michael comes there and he has two bags in his hand. Both the police officers point guns at him. Then the news comes on the radio that people are dying. So Michael tells them that that thing has started. "You guys let me go. I don't have that much time." But those police officers don't listen to one of Michael and start moving towards him. Michael picks up one of the police officers' gun and points it at him. Suddenly, something happens to the other police officer. He starts doing strange things. When he becomes normal, we see that someone has come inside him. That is, a soul or something that we don't know. He says to Michael, "Michael, what are you doing? God didn't tell you this." Michael says, "I don't care what God told me. Now I won't listen to him." So that police officer who is possessed tells him that you will regret it and you will also die with those people. Saying this, he shoots the other police officer. And Michael shoots him. These two police officers were killed because God didn't like them at all. Why are they speaking against the poor? Although they are also my creatures. Now in the second scene, we see a boy who gets scared in his dream and his eyes open. His name is Jeep. He gets up and goes out. An expectant lady comes there and says that I am not sleepy either. She also says that this baby will come in a few days. But if I can't raise it, I will leave it somewhere. Jeep says, "What are you talking about? We will raise it together." Although Jeep is not the father of this baby. That girl's name is Charlie. She tells Jeep to stop worrying about others and think about herself. Now the next morning we see Jeep's dad. His cook is cooking food for a couple. That couple also has a daughter. Charlie is smoking outside. Suddenly a passenger comes there and says that I am lost. Can you tell me the address? With this, he gives him a map. So Charlie says that where you want to go is very far from here. That man says that okay, I understand. But you should not smoke in this condition. That passenger needed a mobile phone so that he could find out where he is now. And he could also contact someone. Then Jeep comes there and takes him inside the restaurant. In the meantime, that passenger tells Jeep's father that can I use your mobile phone? So Jeep's father allows him. And Jeep sees a terrible storm coming his way. The TV screen inside also starts to break and nothing is coming on the radio. The call of the passenger who is talking on the phone also gets disconnected. Everyone understands that there is definitely some problem in the city. Then we see that an old woman comes to the restaurant. When Charlie wants to take her order, that old woman starts making fun of her name. What kind of name is this? This is the name of boys. She orders meat. On the other hand, the couple sitting there asks that old woman that is the situation of the city getting worse. So that old woman says that you don't need to worry, because soon everything is going to end. When Charlie brings meat for that old woman asks her about her baby. So that old woman tells him that he will die and all the children will die. So the woman sitting there refuses that old woman that how are you talking? That old woman starts screaming and starts saying bad things to her. And then the lady's husband gets up and goes ahead to refuse her. But that old woman was very strange. She bites her neck and eats her skin. That old woman was very wild and everyone was trying to stop her in their own way. But she starts walking on the wall. The Jeep's father shoots her but the gun falls down from his hand. So the Jeep picks her up and points at her. That old woman says that you will stop me. But that baby still cannot survive. Then that passenger shoots that old woman with his gun, which kills her. Now the husband of that couple was very injured. The old woman bit him. They sit in the car to take him to the hospital. But as soon as they move forward, flies fill their car, which brings them back. That's when Michael comes to the police officer's car. The Jeep's father is very scared, so he points a gun at him and tells him to show his teeth. He says that a few minutes ago, an old woman came, whose teeth were very strange. So Michael shows him his teeth and he becomes normal. The Jeep's father says that we cannot take any risk, so please go away from us. Michael says, don't be crazy. More people like that old woman will come and we will have to face them together. Michael gives them one gun out of his weapons and says that if anyone comes, fight them with courage. But he tells Charlie to keep his hand light. They all come inside. It's very dark inside. The Jeep and Charlie are down and Michael brings the rest of the people upstairs with him. That's when an ice cream man comes there, who was very strange. His teeth were also like that old woman. He is also possessed and his hands and feet were very long. He rushes forward to attack them, but then they all shoot him and kill him. Similarly, more cars were coming towards them, in which all those possessed people were filled. But they were not afraid of them and were shooting everyone one by one and killing them. That couple is also down. That's when a girl comes and pulls a man out of the grave and tells his wife that it happened because of you. That's when Michael comes there and kills all those possessed people. Now the father of the Jeep asks Michael, what is all this? Michael says that humans have always done evil to God, and now when God's trust in humans arose, he thought that they should be killed. That's why he sent angels of death who are killing people one by one. And these possessed people are just a source. The Jeep asks Michael, how do you know all this? Michael tells him that until yesterday I was also an angel, but I made myself a human. He says that now God's plan is to kill humans. But I came to this world because I have to save that child who is going to give birth to Charlie. He says that this child will grow up and save the world. And it is very important to save it. Charlie is surprised that I am just an ordinary waitress. So how can my baby do this? So Michael tells him that there is nothing richer or poorer than God. We just have to save this child. He says that now these people, i.e. possessed people, will take advantage of our weaknesses and attack us. On top of that, there are Coke and that passenger. They are talking to each other. Coke asks that passenger, why did you have this gun already? So the passenger tells him that I had kept it for my protection. Because even if people harm me, I used to scare them with this gun. Coke also tells him about his childhood. Whenever I used to wake up, my dad used to ask me, son, did you do something that you feel proud of? He was actually scared of that attack. So they were talking to each other. And they were also talking about things that showed their weakness. Jeep asks Michael, what did you do for God? So Michael tells him that God had an army that I used to lead. Jeep asks him, why did you leave God? So Michael says that I didn't like one of his decisions. Michael tells Jeep that when God decided to make humans, I was very happy. But when I saw that humans are being born and then growing up and killing each other. They are fighting with each other and they are getting greedy. So I felt bad too. But when God was hurt by them, God decided to kill them. But I was very interested in all this. I thought that no matter how bad people are, there are also good people in this world. Like you, who do not bow down to evil. Neither do they have greed in their hearts nor do they kill anyone. So he says that I had to come to Earth to stop this. Now the scene goes towards the past. When Michael and Gabriel were brothers. They were talking to each other. Michael says that God did not do good by taking this decision. So his brother says that, will you go against God? So Michael says that, yes brother, I have to go. So Gabriel says to him that then you will also die with those people. So Michael says that I don't care about it. And then we see that a lot of angels are going towards the world. That is, they are going towards the ground. And with this, the story comes back in the present. We see that outside that restaurant, in that couple, who was to be cut by that old woman, is tied up. The possessed people did this because his wife loved her husband very much. And they knew that she would definitely come to save him. As soon as she goes out, God stops her. That don't go near her now. And with this, her husband explodes. Because of which she dies. But his wife still goes ahead. And the cook stops her. Because of which the cook's son dies. That woman has gone crazy. And she is telling her daughter that all this happened because of you. Inside, they tie that woman with a chair. Because she was very crazy. Suddenly the radio starts playing below. And the news is coming that injured people are being treated. So Charlie says that we should go there. But Michael stops him that no. At this time, your baby and your life is very important. And we can't take any risk. When Charlie goes there, she says that she never wanted this baby to come into this world. But see what happened. Now on the roof, that injured person is guarding. Because he sees that there is a child below. And with him, the possessed people are also coming towards him. He has mercy for that child in his heart. And he jumps off the roof so that he can save that child. But he sees that the child was possessed himself. That child starts attacking him. And the rest of the possessed people also come towards him. Because of which that poor passenger is killed there. To save that passenger, the daughter of that grave goes out. So Charlie gets worried that she might kill him too. So she tells Michael to save him. Michael goes out and fires all the possessed people and kills them. But that possessed child somehow came inside. And he had a knife in his hand. He was running towards Charlie so that he could kill his baby. But the Jeep immediately shoots him and kills the child. Then we see that Charlie has a son. Michael says that this child will have to be taken care of a lot. He says that God had chosen me to kill this child. But I rejected his command and came here. That means I did not listen to him. So now he will send an angel like me. Michael says that if this child had been killed, then we would all have been killed. But now that this child is alive, there is hope for us to survive. Hearing this, Charlie is also happy that now her baby has come. She asks for her baby from the daughter of that couple. But then the female of that couple who had gone crazy, she snatches the child from her daughter. She says that give this child to the angels, everything will be fine. But then Michael shoots her and the Jeep takes the child from her. Then we see that the angel Gabriel has come. He injures the Jeep's father. So Michael says to the Jeep that take this baby and leave as soon as possible. Gabriel comes to Michael and says that what did you think? That if you do not obey God's order, you will be saved. So Michael says that brother, I am not one of those who are afraid. The world can still be saved because that child is alive. There is a lot of fight between them. And Gabriel kills his brother Michael. And then he starts crying. But he had to obey God's orders. Then we see that as soon as Michael dies, tattoos like that start appearing on the Jeep's body. Which shows us that the Jeep is also going to do something for the world. The Jeep's father was very injured. There were still some breaths left in him. He somehow leaks the gas and lights the whole restaurant with a lighter. But Gabriel somehow saves his life here. Gabriel leaves from there and starts following that child, that is, the Jeep's car. He causes an accident in his car, because of which the couple's daughter is killed. And then Michael comes there as an angel. He says to Gabriel, look, I'm back. So Gabriel says to him, how are you here? Michael says to him that you only obeyed God's order, without thinking about what God needs. And I took care of God's need. So look, I got another chance. He injures him with a sword, but does not kill him. And hearing this, Gabriel goes back to heaven. Then Michael goes to the Jeep and tells him that you are the protector of the world. And saying this, he goes back to heaven. Now in the ending scene of the movie, we see Charlie and the Jeep who are going somewhere in the car. And they also have that little baby. That kid was very cute. And there are a lot of weapons lying on the back seat of their car. Looking at which we know that God is still angry. And humans are still fighting with the possessed people sent by them. But they were very happy with their baby. And with this, the movie ends.